I was supposed to go to Vegas this weekend. I didn't get to go because I was sick. That's bullshit. Sucked. Had to deal with that. And it got worse when my fucking neighbors decided to throw a party. I was like, shit. You know? And then my neighbors, they always tell me, like, hey, we're going to have a party. And I'm like, I know. They're like, how you know? Because it was foretold in the eclipse of the bouncy house. They freaking rent a bouncy house so big it blocks the sun. And I can't see it from my house. And it kind of feels like a Aztec sacrifice. I don't know if you've ever seen that on top of the pyramids. You know, like, oh, they usually do it when there's an eclipse. And they just start killing people. Except these people, they sacrifice a goat. It smells pretty good. Except I couldn't smell it. So it was something. They invited me. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't go over there because every time I go over there, I just drink. And I drink. And I can't compound what I was feeling. I was like, if I go over there, I'm going to die. You know? So I didn't go. It sucked. So then I saw them the next day as they took down the bouncy house, and I didn't get to enjoy it drunk like I usually do. They're usually pretty cool with me throwing up in there, you know. They're like, I ain't good. They just clean it up and they apologize to me, you know. And you can't even smell it. With that Fabuloso, that shit will kill anything. Yeah. That thing, yeah. So I always hire Mexican ladies to clean my house. Yeah, they know about the Fabuloso. You know about the Fabuloso? Yeah. It comes with like radioactive colors. Yeah, like every other cleaning product has scents. Fabuloso looks like it has flavors. It's like my favorite Fabuloso scent is grape juice. Yeah, because that's what it looks like. A Mexican cleaning lady will know how to use that thing. You know, it's awesome. Plus, they use those religious candles. They light them. So you know, at the end of the day, when they clean your house, it's rid of germs and demons. So, alright, where's the new shit? I hate going to parties with my parents when I was a kid because I was always in charge of my 3 sisters, and anything happened to them, it was on me. And at this one party, my sister was literally just walking on the curb. And I was like, don't do that, man. Something happens to you, it's on me. And then she fell off the sidewalk and started crying. And out of nowhere, my dad appeared like a goddamn Street Fighter character, just like hit me in the chest. But like a backhanded thing, almost like a bruising. Oh, like I felt that in my soul. Like I remember that thing, and I remembered it to my knees, like what the fuck, you know, with the back dip. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Don't do that. She fell on her own, you know. It sucks. And like my mom doesn't even have my back, you know. She will instigate my dad. She would instigate my dad to beat me. Like, you're gonna let him say that shit? You're gonna let him talk to you like that? And all of a sudden your dad starts beating you and your mom's like, no, you're gonna kill him, you know. And then she nursed you back to health. And then you think she's got my back, but you don't think. Your mom basically treated you like a pimp. Like, she's like, that's what they do. You know, they beat the shit out of you, and then they nurse you back to health, and you're like, yes, mama. I'll give you all my money. To this day, my mom calls, she's like, hey, let's go to lunch, I'll invite you. And I'm like, all right. And then she makes me pay. And I'm like, yes, mom. Good boy. I was like, holy shit, you know. I thought that was going to end when we moved here to the U.S. I was like, good luck beating me, I'll fucking call the cops, you know. And then I was like, I'll figure it out. So one day she just left me at a Kmart. 43rd and Indian School. I was like, what the fuck? You could at least left a gun. You know? Made it home and shit. It was scary. Where are we going with this? Man. This is not like a joke. I just want to know, who's the first Mexican that thought, I'm going to stand outside Home Depot, see what happens? You know, I need to work. People come here to do shit. And that's like, I'm like, you know, it's encouraging, like, hey, he wanted work, but then I'm pretty sure he got into the truck of a white guy. Like, that's how you get murdered in the U.S. You know? Like, get in the truck of another Mexican, like, go find something else, bro. Like, who had the balls to be like, I'm gonna do this. Let's do this. I've always wondered why Mexicans hang out at the racquetball court. in high school. That's where we all hang out. I don't know, is it because it reminds us of prison? Maybe it feels so familiar. It's crazy. Yeah. You guys ever been to prison in Mexico? I did when I was 8. It was a weird experience because my dad was like, let's go visit one of your family members. And we go, and I thought, you watch the movies, it's going to be through a glass, I'm going to go hold the phone. They're like, oh no, yeah, come right in. They just let us into a prison. I was like, I'm in street clothes. This is like this, and then they're like patting me down. I'm like, I'm 8, what am I going to bring in here? Go in, and then my uncle and my dad, they were talking to my uncle. And then they just let me roam. And I roamed the prison, and they gave me some money so I could buy shit. That was like, we didn't go to Disneyland, And I was like, wow, and I bought a belt. With a badass belt, a bunch of designs. The first one I bought, they didn't let me keep because it had a marijuana plant on it. And they're like, no, so I had to return it. The dude gave me another one. And then my dad beat me with that belt. It sucked because I felt like I produced my own Scared Straight episode. Like, this is what happens if you don't mess with your prison. I'm like, oh shit. He chased me down the block with that. It was in Mexico, don't worry about it. It wasn't illegal. It's not illegal. Chasing your own kid down the block with a belt. He didn't catch me though. I was faster than him at that point. Hard to beat that. Man, funny. But I always thought like, hey, my parents and I moved here at the same time. In fact, my dad was here 1 year before, figuring shit out. It was scary because he said that once he got on a bus in Central Phoenix, and 3 miles later he was in the middle of a field, and he got out scared. He's like, "Oh shit," But to this day, he can't really speak English, and I don't understand that. Like, what the fuck, bro? My mom can't either. Me sometimes when I get drunk, start speaking Spanish, I can't even understand myself. But I just don't get it. Like, it's funny because my mom would take courses. My dad even bought a course called Inglés sin Barreras, which means English without barriers, which is funny because English was the one barrier my dad couldn't, get over. Maybe it was called English without a border wall. Then he would have fucking got that shit. Just hopped on that shit. Freaking. I don't understand why they're building that thing. Have you seen it? The new part? I've seen it in person. Like when I went to do work, I was from here to the TV, to the wall. I'm like, that's a big ass wall, but I ain't gonna stop them. And sure enough, I saw video. Those little towers, they hold plants, like wire towers, to hold plants up? Yeah, they just got a 60-foot one. They hooked it, and then just climbed it right up. They just climbed it. I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, that's not how you build a wall that keeps out Mexicans. See, you build a brick wall, it only has to be 6 feet tall, because Mexicans are like 5'5", especially when we're in the South, they're like 5'2", and then you just put broken bottles on top, and they won't cross it. Yeah. Leave like a rebar sticking out in case you want to put a second floor on that thing. Yeah, that's what my uncle has a shop in Mexico. All he did was just put broken bottles on top of his wall. Nobody's ever stolen anything. That's how you do it. See, she gets it. She's been in Mexico. I guess that joke only works if you've been in Mexico. Yeah. That kind of sucked too, visiting. When we moved here, every time we visited, like, I hated it because they always gave me shit to bring back. Just a bunch of shit. One time they gave me a whole wheel of cheese. Like 30 fucking pounds, a whole wheel of cheese. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? And my aunt's like, don't worry, mijo. She packs it in a box, like just a regular cardboard box with that, like, I call it Mexican twine, the little rope. I wanted to hang myself with that rope because all the box said was 15 kilos. So I'm like, I can't get this across customs, I don't know why you think I love or what type of visa I have. I can't get this shit across customs. And then my family asked me if I was a bitch, and I was like, no, I'll take it. So I took the box. You know what this is a true story. The cheese looks on the scanner, it looks like cocaine. Freaking cheese looks like cocaine. It doesn't It doesn't help that I'm from Culiacan, Sinaloa, so it's like, oh man, it's shit. That's why I always told my grandpa when he visited, don't tell him where you're from, just kind of Mexico it, see if they don't like it. Because my grandpa, he was very picky. He didn't like the tortillas here. And you can't keep a Mexican from eating tortillas for too long before he goes nuts. So he started bringing his own from Mexico. But he was just like, nomás traje 2 kilos. I'm like, don't say that. Don't use that word. Don't say you have 2 kilos of anything. And then the customs agent was like, where are you from? Culiacan. Well, we're going to be here a while. While they check you for cancer. So, I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, he was always crazy. Body's itching to get up here. No? Yeah, man. Any of you guys speak Spanish? I wanted to do some jokes. I keep trying. I used to crash before goddamn fucking COVID. I used to crash Mexican karaoke mics to do jokes. I would just sign up, and they'd be like, what song you want? I'm like, don't worry about it. And then we get all weird. And they're like, is this you gonna sing a cappella or something? And they look at you like, oh, you're fat. You must be like an opera singer or something. I'm like, I'm not gonna sing, bro. Chill out. And then I would start doing jokes, and then they'd be like, oh shit. And I guess it would feel weird without the music, and they would just start playing like a freaking clown music in the background. I'm like, cut it out, bro. It's killing the vibe. I'm doing jokes about sneaking drugs into Mexico. Stop it. You can't do a good cartel joke with the Benny Hill song playing in the background. You can't be like, yeah, the cartel helps people in Mexico because they build roads, they buy fridges and microwaves. They pave roads. Yeah, just like Domino's in the U.S. Yeah. Which, if you think about it, Domino's should get into that business. Not pizza, because it sucks. They're delivering drugs. Because you only order Domino's when you're not sober. Think about it. You ever eaten Domino's sober? I have. Kingman, Arizona. I want to kill myself. Yeah. I couldn't do it. I was in a hotel room. Yeah. I couldn't do it by hanging because, that would just cause structural damage. When I hang myself, I gotta reinforce the beam with a steel cable. All right, guys. Thank you.
Go ahead, make some noise for Ramon Gama. Yeah. Woo. That concludes. Are you here to tell jokes too? No? No? What about you? No? So you guys heard about this on the website, you guys? On Kimmy's website. So Kimmy says we'll be here at 7. I just don't want to get in trouble, I don't like. But you saw that I was here early as well to get ready for the show. We weren't, but I was. So now that we have an understanding, please come back next Wednesday. There'll be more comedians, maybe some of the few other ones that you saw tonight. And what is that? Husband, wife, mom, dad, daughter, dad's girlfriend. Okay, so with all the fucking contracts and shit, I was dead on. Had to make it a government fucking official. No, wait a minute. He hasn't spent $12,000 on a ring. He didn't hire you to DJ yet. No, so it's his girlfriend. I'm his daughter. Dad, I couldn't get away with shit either. My daughter's like, nah, it's not my boyfriend, it's my fucking dad. Are you single, ma'am? So, thank you guys for coming out. Bring your mom or your dad's girlfriend and your dad. Okay, we can have coffee and donuts next door. They're open all night. We can talk this shit out. For real. I'm interested. I've been interested. But since you showed up, I saw them here. But see, I watched from you guys. I was like, interesting. 5'3", sandals. No, it looks like a TV. My fucking view is the whole wall, sir. The fuck, trying to limit my vision of what's over there with you. You were watching TV every time you looked at me. I then looked at the TV. But the rest of the time I was like, she's old enough for me. Thank you guys again. Have a very nice evening. All right, we'll see you next Wednesday.